Accusations of bribery at the highest levels of Texas state government. We told you the Texas House Investigating Committee will launch an investigation into its own speaker, Angleton Republican Dennis Bonnen.
Now, Texas Democrats are getting in on the scandal, filing a civil lawsuit stemming from a meeting at the Capitol. Before we dive into this, let's catch up anyone who's been following this closely, anyone who's not been following it. On June the 12th at the state Capitol, Speaker Bonnen met with the leader of a political nonprofit group, Michael Quinn Sullivan. He represents Empower Texans. The chair of the House Republican caucus, Dustin Barrows, was there as well. Sullivan accuses Bonnen of a quid pro quo suggestion. Bonnen would give Empower Texans media passes for closer access to lawmakers on the floor of the House. In return, Sullivan's group would spend money to oust 10 incumbent Republicans. Bonnen denies this, yet apologized for what he called, quote, terrible things. Sullivan secretly recorded the conversation and stirred up the outrage over it. Many lawmakers and sources have confirmed to KXAN's political reporter Phil Prazan the tape does exist.
All three of these parties have motives. The Speaker of the House wants to stay Speaker of the House and wants to return with more allies after the November election. Sullivan wants those Republicans to be more conservative than they are. And then the Democrats want to upend Republican rule in the state and take control of the Texas House themselves. And the next step of this battle will play out in court. Did Speaker Bonnen commit a crime offering media credentials for campaign work against other House members? Longtime Houston criminal defense attorney Dick DeGuerin says no.
People don't want to see sausage being made because it tastes so good, but it looks awful. And there are political deals being done everywhere.
In short, Bonnen doesn't control media credentials. The Texas House Administration Committee does. Bonnen appoints that committee and has influence over it, but doesn't directly run it.
That's not bribery. That's influence. And it's not corrupt influence.
Still, the Texas Democratic Party made it a civil issue Thursday by filing a lawsuit, claiming Bonnen and Sullivan created a political committee without registering as such to the state.
Without disclosure, without public information about who's spending money on what, is telling somebody else to use their dark money on a particular race. So that is really questionable.
One of the goals for the Democratic Party is to preserve and publicize Sullivan's recording.
Texans deserve to know what the Speaker of the House said. Texans deserve to know what the Republican caucus chair said. They deserve to know what was happening in their Texas capital.
Bonnen and Sullivan did not respond to KXAN's request for comment, but Sullivan tweeted that he is a whistleblower and is being victimized by a frivolous lawsuit by the Democrats, and he looks forward to kicking, quote, donkey butt in court. So far, no criminal charges have been filed. The Texas Rangers have not received a criminal complaint. The Travis County District Attorney's Office does not have jurisdiction in this issue, and the Brazoria County District Attorney's Office from Bonnen's home county has not yet returned my phone call. At the Capitol, Phil Prazan, KXAN News.
The Texas House General Investigating Committee will hold a public hearing on these allegations Monday. We reached out to the chair of that committee, Morgan Meyer, for details about who will be invited to testify and if they will be open hearings. We haven't heard back yet.